Here is the complete standalone poem Lochinvar by Sir Walter Scott, originally appearing as Lady Heron's song in Canto 5 of Marmion.
Our young Lochinvar is come out of the west. Through all the wide border his speed was the best, and save his good broadsword he weapons had none. He rode all unarmed and he rode all alone. So faithful in love and so dauntless in war, there never was a knight like the young Lochinvar. He stayed not for brake and he stopped not for stone. He swam the Eske River where ford there was none. But ere he alighted at Netherby gate, the bride had consented, the gallant came late. For a laggard in love and the dastard in war was to wed the fair Ellen of brave Lochinvar. So boldly he entered the Netherby Hall, among bridesmen and kinsmen and brothers and all. Then spoke the bride's father, his hand on his sword, for the poor craven bridegroom said never a word. Oh, come ye in peace here, or come ye in war, or to dance at our bridal, young Lord Lochinvar. I long wooed your daughter, my suit you denied. Love swells like the Solway, but ebbs like its tide. And now I am come with this lost love of mine, to lead but one measure, drink one cup of wine. There are maidens in Scotland more lovely by far, that would gladly be bride to the young Lochinvar. The bride kissed the goblet, the knight took it up. He quaffed off the wine, and he threw down the cup. She looked down to blush, and she looked up to sigh, with a smile on her lips, and a tear in her eye. The bride maidens whispered 'twere better by far to have matched our fair cousin with young Lochinvar. One touch to her hand and one word in her ear, when they reached the hall door and the charger stood near. So light to the croup the fair lady he swung, so light to the saddle before her he sprung. She is won, we are gone over bank, bush and scar. There are fleet steeds that follow, quoth young Lochinvar. There was mounting on Grahams of the Netherby clan, Fosters, Fenwicks and Musgraves, they rode and they ran. There was racing and chasing on Canterbury Lee, but the lost bride of Netherby ne'er did they see. So daring in love and so dauntless in war, have ye e'er heard of gallant like young Lochinvar? There was mounting on Grahams of the Netherby clan, Fosters, Fenwicks and Musgraves, they rode and they ran. There was racing and chasing on Canterbury Lee, but the lost bride of Netherby ne'er did they see. So daring in love and so dauntless in war, have ye e'er heard of gallant like young Lochinvar?
Stanza-by-stanza explanation of Lochinvar by Sir Walter Scott, guiding you through each of the 8 stanzas. Stanza 1 describes Lochinvar arriving out of the west on the best steed in the border. He carries only a broadsword, lone and unarmed, yet he is portrayed as supremely brave and faithful in love and war. He is presented as unmatched among knights. Stanza 2, Lochinvar rides without pause across rough terrain, even swimming the Eske River, only to arrive too late. Ellen has already agreed to marry someone characterized as slow in love and a coward in war. Stanza 3, he boldly enters Netherby Hall amidst the gathered family. Ellen's father, hand on sword, challenges him, does he come in peace, war, or just to dance at the bridal festivity? Meanwhile, the intended groom remains silent. Stanza 4, Lochinvar responds calmly, he long wooed Ellen but was denied. Love, like the tide, rises and falls. He asserts that he's come only to dance and drink. not to fight, and quips that there are many other lovely Scottish maidens who'd gladly marry him. Stanza 5. Ellen kisses a goblet of wine. Lochinvar drinks it, then flings away the cup. She blushes, sighs, smiles and tears up simultaneously. Before her mother intervenes, Lochinvar takes her hand and calls for a dance. Stanza 6. Their dance is graceful and stately, unmatched in the hall, while Ellen's parents fret and fume, and the bridegroom stands helpless. The bridesmaids murmur that Ellen would have been better matched with Lochinvar. Stanza 7. Lochinvar gently touches Ellen's hand, whispers in her ear, and as they near the door and his horse quickly springs into action, he swings her onto the saddle and proclaims she is won, before riding off through bush and bramble, daring any pursuers with their swift steeds. Stanza 8. The various clans, Grahams, Forsters, Fenwicks, Musgraves, mount pursuit across Cannoby Lee. Yet Ellen is never seen again. The poem ends by celebrating Lochinvar's daring in love and war, asking rhetorically, have you ever heard of a gallant like young Lochinvar?